Mickey is outside London Stadium, West Ham fan TV. We're to come underneath the cover because it's raining.
Yeah, it's going to go again.
It probably sums up our afternoon, to be quite honest with you. But what do you make of the game, Flex?
Interesting game, innit? It had a bit of everything. I see when we spoke before the game and you were saying, I don't know, Flex, I don't really think we're going to be out. I didn't realise just how much of a miss Antonio not being there would be. I still thought you'd be a bit more potent than that, but he still caused us problems. But it's very quiet in there. Is it not on? Is it on?
Sure. Just making sure. Sorry.
It was very quiet in there, and I feel like we were in control of the game first 15, 20 minutes. But not really hurting you. We just had the ball because you were allowing us to have it. And I think Maguire done that little back pass thing, and then your fans got up, and then from then it kind of you started to grow into the game. Really impressed with Ben Rama. Jarrod Bowen, you know what you're going to get from him. He's going to work tirelessly. Declan Rice was a shoo-in throughout the whole game. I thought he was fantastic. But I think we managed to impose ourselves better. And like you said, our squad's expensive. We've got players that are going to make a difference. But to go 1-0 down after that, it was typical. But then for us to start playing after going 1-0 down is typical. So I kind of saw what I knew I would see from us anyway.
I mean, the game was a topsy-turvy game. It's very even. It was more even than I thought it might be.
Yeah, it was. I think midfield, look, when we play McTominay and Fred, our biggest issue is midfield.
It's Fred, isn't it? It's Fred. It's Fred.
It is. And you know what? I like him as a, I know it's not enough. You can't just have, 11 passion merchants running around with no idea, but he just lacks that quality on the ball, and you saw it as a West Ham fan today, and you've probably seen it in other games. Yeah. He lacks that quality on the ball. He loses it, miscontrols it, a couple of times running under his foot, putting us under pressure. And he wasn't the only one today, because like I said, Maguire was doing that a lot today. And us as a team, we weren't quite at periods. But in midfield, I think that's where Declan Rice, he kind of owned it. I thought he'd done really well next to Souček as well. But I just think that the bits of X factor that we have, Ronaldo, that's what he does. Bruno, fantastic ball.
That's what I was saying to some guys over there. He wasn't even in the game. He scored a goal, and that's all he's going to do now, isn't it?
He's not going to be in a game. I've said this many times, even to United fans. He's not going to come back, be involved in everything, be a marauding winger, taking players on, skinning 2 or 3 players, stick it in top corner. It's not that Ronaldo anymore. But what he is,
he's a bloody goal scorer.
He's a straight up goal scorer, and these might be tap-ins, but only the really, really good players get consistent tap-ins.
Yeah,
why? Because they understand where to be, they understand where to move, and their anticipation of the situation is always higher than everyone else's. Yeah. And that's what he does. So if he can get 8, 9 of them, and turn a lot of draws. We draw these type of games last year. We draw them type of games. So Fox in the box now, that's what he's going to be in that. And those fine margins were the difference today.
Well, the winner come from a man that we know very well here. Yeah. There was a lot of talk about him coming back, and he decided not to come back. Do you think he's playing well, isn't he? He's getting goals.
He is. And after the disappointment against Young Boys midweek, with a horrible mistake, which obviously he knows it happens. I don't even like when they come out and say, I'm really sorry. We know you're sorry. We know you didn't mean to pass it back to... But he did do that and he owned it. And I'll admit it, I have to hold my hands up. I was saying...
Get rid of him.
Not in that way, but this would just be perfect for him. Because I want to see Jesse Lingard happy. As a Man United fan, we're seeing him with you guys. He's got all your boys dancing. He's got the band out. Declan Rice loves him. He's you guys love him. And it looked like he maybe found a little home there. Yeah. Where he's going to be able to get back in the England squad and continue at this stage of his career. So I thought... How's he got the assurances to play with us? He clearly has got that assurance, and like you said, he's performing. And to come on and do that, love the way how he didn't celebrate, love the way I was respectful, love the way how you guys clapped him on the pitch. It's a really nice touch, but it is a massive kick, obviously on your side, massive kick to tick it in the top bins. But you saw him do that for you last year. We know what a good... So I am happy for him, and I have to just kind of hold my hands up and say, I couldn't really see it coming, Nick. I honestly thought he'd be gone, and I thought the best thing to do would be to let him play, because he play every game here, won't he? 90 minutes pretty much.
Just finally, Flex, what do you think of West Ham this season? We give you a good battle there, and we're doing all right.
You are. Impressed with your performance in Europe as well. Declan Rice, powerhouse. It's like he's just... I know he'll probably want to move on, no disrespect, and win things, but it's like he could follow on from Noble if he really wanted to, just be that club legend and have 500 appearances or whatever easily. But he's a fantastic player. Antonio, I'd love to see him do well. You can't hate Antonio. There's certain players in the league that
everyone loves.
You can't hate them. And Antonio's one of them. And what I like about what Antonio's done, which I think I was saying last week, I think he's added that calmness to his game. He's always been a powerhouse. He's always been able to occupy defenders because he's quick, he's powerful, he's strong, but he lacks that cutting edge sometimes, that calmness. And that goal you scored against Palace, that 1-2, it came back to him, then he chopped it back and gave someone an open goal. I can't remember who it was, Lanzini, I think it was. That shows where he's at right now. And again, another good goal for him in midweek. So I think, and David Moyes, I have to say, when he left Man United in the state that he left it in, Man United fans aren't too fond of him. But he's rebuilt his career, he's rebuilt his reputation, and I did not envision him doing this job here to get you guys back into Europe, and that group that you got. You should be winning that.
We love him, mate. Apart from today's decision, we love him. But
to bring Noble on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was shitting it though. Noble's that guy. He don't miss pens.
Yeah.
And David De Gea's that guy. He don't save him. So it was football.
Yeah, it is football. Flex, absolutely. Where can we find you, mate?
United View TV. Check it out on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and Flex UTD across all socials, man.
No problem.
Keep up.
Absolute pleasure, mate. Yeah, see you Wednesday. Cheers, bud.